It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Kevin Love's got 42 points. Can't get to go higher.
Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the
Therefore,
Jet
getting
Smith
a new
and
number.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Let's
Welcome to
find
the
out.
NBA on 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see the
Nuggets,
Denver Nuggets playing
Pelicans.
against the New Orleans
Let's
Pelicans.
do it.
It's smooth.
Byron.
We've got basketball action from New Orleans, Louisiana, home of the Pelicans, here on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans winning their last game against the Magic in Orlando. And they pulled off a three-point win in that one. Too close for comfort, but they'll take it.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Hollis Jefferson, Kevin Love out there with Vucevic. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Hayward in at the three spot. Kicks it to Rubio. Pass to Vucevic. To the paint. Here's Hayward. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it three.
And right in the teeth of the defense, making a statement early in this one.
Yeah, pinpointing the rim protection with that attack, and no one makes enough of an effort there to stop it.
That free throw good from Hayward. Brent, the Nuggets team, a very good group when it comes to rebounding.
Well, they don't have a team that's really much bigger than the opponents that they play with, but they stay very active, and they don't seem to give up on a lot of plays. Actually, last season, they got about 30% of all their missed shots back, so their damage was done on the offensive end. Defensively, you'll want to get a stop by ending it with a rebound. That's where their focus needs to be this year.
Now here's Hayward, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Rubio with it. Vucevic, a screen on Irving. Three-pointer, Hayward. And Derek Favors pulls it down. The Pelicans have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Another miss by Irving.
Yeah, they're a little bit cold here. 0 for 4 to get this one going.
Rubio, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Vucevic. Drains it from beyond the arc. Vucevic has got his first 3 points of the game.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Irving dishes to Bradley. And Favors kicks to Bradley. Drummond a screen. Bradley drives in. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
Now here's Hayward. He's coming off a 13-point game against Philadelphia.
And it was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. And watching Andre Drummond play, he's really just an old school type center. I mean, he eats up space in the middle and finishes plays in close. Not a skilled guy who can pull a defender away from the basket.
The Nuggets leading by 4. The shot by Hayward, wide open. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
And that one's good by Favors. And with Drummond, he does play like towering centers of decades past.
Yeah, I mean, he isn't great at moving the ball around or hitting shots from range, but his size and athleticism are elite and one of the best rebounders in our game.
Here is Hayward. Derek Favors making his last shot. Clock at 4. Near the three-point line, it's Love. And Denver again with the bucket.
Focus from Kevin Love was there. Doesn't get thrown off by the defense and keeps his eyes on the prize.
There's a good screen. Iguodala outside. lays it up off the glass.
Good high release that time from Andre Iguodala, easily getting the shot over the defense.
Down low, up again, and Derek Favors pulls it down. Bradley. He's off on that one, and we reach the end of the first quarter. Nuggets lead by. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And when you consider so it's the Pelicans now, trailing by 5.
Alvin Gentry has to be proud that the responsibilities of playing defense for their squad last year was something that they accepted. They went from a bottom 3 team to a top 10 team defensively just last season.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Ricky Rubio is out there with Hollis Jefferson, and it's Vucevic. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Hayward in at the small forward. Nobody near Irving. Again, Irving missing. And with more talent, you think the Pelicans have a chance, Brent, to step their offense up this season?
Oh, I absolutely do. I think the amazing part about last year is that the Pelicans ended up sliding their way up into the top 10 defensively. That's an area where the likes of a team like the Denver Nuggets needs to make their improvement. Maybe between those two teams, they're battling to find their way into the postseason.
Iguodala outside. Favors with the screen. Irving for 3. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
Such a remarkable scorer. Kyrie has such a quick trigger that D has no chance there.
Pass to Love. He feeds it to Hayward. That's a pick by Love. Rubio against Irving. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
And Ricky Rubio, known mostly for his ability to pass it and create opportunities for teammates. But, I think he's an underrated defender at that point guard spot. And maybe he doesn't get the credit he deserves defensively.
Count it. Good. Favors got his second basket of the night.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Rubio, the pass to Love. Hayward against Iguodala. A baseline J. That one a little long. And Greg, for Rubio, his defense is something that isn't talked about, but is certainly present all the time.
Yeah, he's smart, fast, he moves his feet well, and has terrific anticipation with his hands. Great playing both on and off the ball, and just aware of his spacing and a player's tendencies.
Hayward with the ball, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Hollis Jefferson passes to Vucevic. Vucevic setting the pick for Rubio. With the teardrop, Bradley with some nice D. Pelicans trail by 3. Iguodala outside. Passes it to Bradley. Favors sets the pick for Bradley. New Orleans getting another chance here. Iguodala kicks to Irving. Drummond dishes to Irving. Drummond a screen. Feeds it to Favors. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Irving. And he drops it in from the low post. Now just a 1-point Nugget lead.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one tricked you into it.
Love against Favors. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Favors.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
Working the clock is one element, but you also want to get as good a shot as you can.
26 seconds left in the first half. Here's Iguodala, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Sometimes you got to exercise patience in the pick and roll, and that time Iguodala did exactly that, slicing the defense up.
Pick by Vucevic. Here's Rubio. From deep three-point range. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Pelicans ahead. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Welcome
Show.
back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. During one stretch, they trailed by 7, never falling behind too far. They went into attack mode in the second quarter and came from behind to jump in front here at the half. So that'll do it for...
Welcome back to New Orleans as we take a gentle cruise down the Mississippi River before returning to action. Well, both sides have assessed what they... New Orleans in the lead. And Brent, some pressure on the Pelicans front office and coaching staff to win now.
Well, Alvin Gentry has dealt with a lot of injuries surrounding Anthony Davis in his short tenure with the Pelicans, and it took a little while for the organization to confirm that the upper management and coaching staff would be back for this season, so it feels a bit tenuous. Hopefully they can get themselves together and be one of the teams with that kind of talent that finds their way into the postseason this year.
Iguodala out there with Favors. Then there's Irving. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Bradley in at the 2 guard. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. And Rubio kicks to Hayward. It's a pick by Love. Hayward goes in.
Iguodala getting his hands up and extending the arms to challenge the shooter.
Outside Irving. Dishes it to Favors. Over Love. That one off the back iron and out. The Nuggets trail. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Now Vucevic down low. Pick by Vucevic. 5 on the clock. And Hayward gets it to go.
Gotta admire how well Love is playing on the offensive end, realizing that one of his teammates is open, so get him the ball.
90 seconds now into the second half. Outside Bradley. Iguodala with the screen on Hayward. Off the screen. And it's Drummond missing.
No excuse for him not drilling that one there. The defense was nowhere to be found. Maybe could have taken a little more time.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Rubio. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Hey, Brent, you made the NBA playoffs in your second year. Talk about the mental preparation that goes into one's first postseason as a player.
I think it's always a special time, Kevin, just because of the unknown factor. And at that time, it was the Clippers, my second season, a team that was very young and inexperienced. And so it was all fresh and new. And the biggest challenge for any coach in that sort of predicament is to make sure that players are on task and focused. We certainly were not. The Utah Jazz took care of us, and that's because of one John Stockton and Karl Malone.
Irving kicks to Bradley. Drummond sets the screen for Bradley. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 5. And the shot goes in. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
How about the craftiness from Kyrie on the inside? Knows how to get to the spot in the paint and then find just enough daylight to score.
Hayward outside. 1:12 left to play in the third. Off target from the baseline.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Iguodala dishes to Irving. And they pick up 2. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, you love the fearless, aggressive attitude. Doesn't let size matter.
Well, he also has that innate ability to just create enough separation. It's a nice move.
And he converts the layup.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fires the three. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And we know with Kyrie, he can score anywhere on the floor. Versatile, shifty, and devastating.
And here's Rubio. They set the screen. Hayward outside over Iguodala. Misses. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pelicans lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
All right, guys, remember what we said now. Hey, play our basketball.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. The Nuggets trail by 3. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Kevin Love out there with Hayward. And it's Vucevic, then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 2. He dishes it to Vucevic. The shot will not fall. Good D by Drummond. Iguodala kicks to Drummond. Outside Bradley. Lock at 6. Drummond sets the screen for Bradley. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Cranes the jumper to finish the break. Hollis Jefferson's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for Denver. And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Drummond with a screen on Rubio. To the paint. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Denver's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Love against Favors. Iguodala with the steal. The putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
It's a pick by Love. And Rubio kicks to Hayward. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Hayward's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. Well, for New Orleans, shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Now here's Irving. Down low and stolen by Love. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. There's Hollis Jefferson. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Shot from 12. Here's Iguodala. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Iguodala does so many things well and stays after it. A relentless effort that time on the boards.
Here's Vucevic. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Andre Drummond picks one up.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint unless you want to see a highlight.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Bradley kicks to Irving. Iguodala outside. There's the pick. Back to Irving. 5 on the clock. Bulls from the top of the key. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now a 3-point Nugget lead.
That's why Kevin Love with the ball right now is not a bad option.
Favors with the screen. Iguodala outside. Shoots from 12. Again, Iguodala missing. The Nuggets leading by 3. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Picked by Vucevic. Hayward from outside. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Gordon Hayward.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Evan is trying to keep it focused.
Bradley on the double team. Hayward passes to Love. And Rubio kicks to Hayward. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. 16 seconds left in the game. Here's Farrell. So the Nuggets win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg...
Irving with 36. Iggy and Favors both with 18. Favors had 24 boards. Bradley with only 6 points. And Drummond with 18 boards and a true Kevin Love stat line. Kevin Love with 12 points and 12 boards. Vucevic with 27 and 15. Hayward with 45 and 6. Rubes with 12 assists to go with his 9 points. RHJ with 6, 9, and 3. The odd game where 3 points kind of make the difference. And just because Pelicans technically killed the Nuggets in the paint, but free throws and all that also comes into effect. So yeah, 5 points and, well, 4 points and 3. What about that to make that be a tie game? All right, up next, we'll have Knicks and Celtics.